so you've read the title, you've seen the thumbnail. I don't want to waste a bunch of time with a super long intro. Essentially, I'm going to be showing you guys what I believe to be the best loot run in the game. Not only do you have an opportunity to get some of the highest tier gear in the game, you also have an opportunity to get some of the rarest and most expensive loot in the game, all from one singular building. What we're going to be looking at is a building in Midnight Sapphire. I know what you're saying to yourself. Oh no, Midnight Sapphire, the AI there are basically cheating. Don't worry, it's going to be super simple. What we're going to be looking at is this building right here in the Lakeside Villa. This is where we are going to be looting, just this one building. However, I do have an honorable mention for another building that is relatively easy to get to as well, so stick around to the end for that. I promise it will be worth it. Essentially, what we're going to be doing is landing here at Hotel 1. We're going to make our way up the hill to this viewpoint, and this viewpoint is going to be extremely elevated, and we're going to be able to see all of this area at once. What we're going to do is take out all of the AI along the way, and then take out all of the AI that are guarding this building. So you're going to want to make sure you bring a magnified optic to do this. Essentially, there's going to be one AI chilling around here, there's going to be two chilling around here, and then there could be up to, I believe, 6 around this building alone, and we're going to be able to take out pretty much all of them before we even make our way over there. So I'm going to go ahead and call a bird for Hotel 1, make my way over there, and then I will walk you guys through everything. But before we do that, you will need one key, and that is going to be the Midnight Sapphire Villa Louisa key. This is the only key that you need, but for the honorable mention later, we are also going to need another key. So again, stick around for that, and I will show you guys at the end of the video. Real quick though, just want to remind you guys that if you're looking for the Trader Vulture, feel free to come into my Twitch chat anytime, whether I'm live or not, and type in !Vulture, and you will be able to see which cops he is at anytime. Okay, so I just landed at Hotel 1. Fortunately for us, we've had some teammates going through Midnight Sapphire, taking out some of the AI. That is always a good thing. As I mentioned before, our first objective is to go from Hotel 1 up to this viewpoint, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And here we go. This is the viewpoint that I was talking about. If we go ahead and walk over here, we're going to get a bird's eye view of everything that we need to see. So the path that we're going to be taking is up this trail. Around here, we're going to go down here across this bridge, and then we're going to make our way into this building right here. As you can see, we've got a couple of AI patrolling the area, so we're definitely going to be taking care of them. So what you should be looking for, there will be a guard patrolling somewhere in this area right here usually. Sometimes there's going to be one on this bridge right here, and then there's going to be one over here, and then one more down on the hill, and then as well as all of the guards around the building. So we got one on the dock right there, we got one at the door, there's usually one patrolling outside, we've got one in the gate right there. You probably can't see him, but he is there, and then you might have one over off to the side here. So real quick, I'm gonna take them all out, and then we're gonna make our way over there. Now I believe our teammate that we ran into at the LZ has already taken care of a lot of the AI along this trail on the right, so I think we're good in that regard. I'm gonna go ahead and start making my way over now. As you can see right here, we've got a dead body of a guard, so this is going to be the area that he's going to be patrolling. We've got another dead guard right here in between the two bridges. And then on the way, you're going to come across this little lookout point right here. We've got a dead body. This is actually a quest location, but you can sit here and kind of take another look at the building and make sure you have cleared out most, if not all, of the AI. So we're going to take a look real quick. And it looks like we got one right here off to the side of the building, or maybe he is inside of the garage. And we've also got one standing in the gate right there. So let's see if we can get a shot on him. That one's dead. So I believe we've got all of them. There might be one more, but there is a lot of guards in the area. So take as many out from a distance as you can, because if you've been to Midnight Sapphire before, you know that these guys don't play around. They will one-tap you so fast. All right, so now that we're approaching the house, the way that we're going to want to go in is down by the water. We're going to keep on these rocks right here and make our way down towards the building. Again, keep an eye out on the right. There could be a guard in the garage still. We're going to hop over the railing right here. And we're going to use the Louisa key and unlock this door. So the first thing we're going to go for is the military crates and the gear. So we're going to take a right, come through the kitchen here. We will open up this door. Be careful because guards can be in the garage here. We're going to make sure that is clear. And then we're going to open this door right here. So inside of here, you're going to find a weapon crate, and then you're also going to find a military gear crate as well as an ammo box. Now in this military gear crate, I've pulled 2 Phantoms out of it before. 2 of the best armors in the game. I pulled 2 in one go. So we're going to start with the firearms box. Usually nothing crazy in here, but you can find some good stuff like an AK-12. We've got the Zukov stock here. That's pretty good. We'll go ahead and open up the ammo box. You can find some pretty good stuff in here. You've got some 300 Blackout QC. We got a guard creeping up on us, I believe. But again, that just goes to show you need to keep your ears open and pay attention because these guys will sneak up on you, and you won't even know it. Back to what we were doing, we've got some CQ 300 Blackout, we've got some AP 300 Blackout, we've got some APSX for the MP7, that is really good. And then we got something for the 9mm. I'm not really sure if that's a good ammo or not. Anyways, so we're going to go ahead and loot the military gear crate now. We've got an M2 and we've got a Phantom. Look at that. 2 insanely good armors right there. Super easy. We're going to be overweight now, unfortunately, but I mean, we just can't leave this stuff laying around. Now, one thing I will say is it's probably better to do this run with some crappy gear. That way you can upgrade it. I'm a bozo and I brought my M2 in 100% condition. So now I'm going to have to walk all the way out. But I would highly recommend you bring some gear that you're okay with dumping for better gear. And if you have a big backpack, bring that as well. So there we go. That is it for this gear room. Now we're going to make our way inside of the house. And I'm going to show you guys some of the other loot that you can expect. So a quick warning that I want to give. The rest of this building is hit or miss. Sometimes I come through here and there's an insane amount of high value loot. And I've also came in here and there was absolutely nothing. The one time that I did come through and there was really good stuff, I made over 10K just on valuables alone. So it's definitely worth checking the rest of this building, even if you just came for the gear crates in there. So what we're going to do, we're going to start walking through. Make sure you look on every single surface. Look on every couch, every ottoman. We're going to look on this table. We're going to come down here. Boom. We got a sapphire pendant right here on this bench. That's really good. Make our way down this way. And we're going to check absolutely everything right here. Expensive smartphone. Boom. So it's looking like we got a good one this time that's actually going to spawn some stuff. So we're going to keep making our way through. We'll come in here. I guess I could turn a flashlight on for you. Sorry, it's a little grainy. See those like black lines around that little table? If anybody knows what setting I need to change to fix that, please let me know because it looks terrible. We're going to make our way into the kitchen. We're going to check on this table, on these couches. We'll open this door, come inside of this office or bedroom. Boom, another gold necklace right here. Check on that. Making sure we don't skip any surface in the building whatsoever. Check in here. Nothing in the bathroom. All right. We're going to look on the countertop here. I found some really expensive liquor bottles on here before. There we go. Brita rum, 30 years old right there. Checking along as we go. We're going to come in this bedroom. Again, checking every surface. We got a safe right here. I've actually never found anything in the safe. It's always empty. So if you guys find something, let me know. I'd be curious to know if anything actually spawns in there. Make our way into the bathroom. Looks like we've got nothing in here. And then we're going to finish up in the living room over here. Nothing on these surfaces. Nothing there. Boom, we got a digital camera. That's good. And I believe that is it. We'll check on the kitchen table. We will check all of the chairs. And I believe that is it. So we've checked every single surface inside of the house. I'm going to go ahead and get to a safe spot. We're going to take a look at all of the loot that we've got. So these are all of our valuable items right here. Nothing super crazy. The last time I came through here and found a bunch of stuff, I mean, I had the whole bottom of my inventory filled up. It was insane. But what I'm going to do now is take the slow and painful walk all the way to Tomahawk. I'm going to take that over so we can take a look at how much value we got out of all of the things that we found. One other thing I want to mention is you've already killed a bunch of guards, so you might as well loot them too and take all of the good loot that they have. You're going to make even more money that way. So what I like to do is I like to take optics, I like to pull magazines, grab the ammo out of them. We'll go ahead and grab this guy's stuff. We're going to take optics off. You know, this stuff isn't worth a whole lot of money, but it all does add up. Okay, now I'm going to make my way all the way to Tomahawk. Okay, I just made it to Tomahawk. I took it over. Now let's go ahead and take a look at our haul. So this is everything that we got. I'm going to pull these out, throw them in here. And we're going to jump over to the vendors and see who will pay the most for these items that we got. So I'm going to go ahead and line them all up right here. These are really the most valuable things that we have. And it looks like Gunny is going to give us the most for these items. So right here, just this little whiskey alone is worth 2K by itself. The rest of it, not too great, but you gotta think there's a chance for things like this to spawn in every single one of those locations. I'm telling you guys, I've gone here before and I have pulled out 4 or 5 of these items that were worth anywhere from 2 to 3K a piece. It was insane. But yeah, everything you see up top is what we pulled from the run. In my personal opinion, just getting the armors alone is worth it by itself. As you can see, I'm kind of stacking armors up down here. I've got a bunch. I've got even more in here. And pretty much all of this good gear that you see, all of these high tier helmets, all these high tier armors have come from doing just that run. It is super simple, relatively quick to do, and you know, it's just super worth it in my opinion. We'll go ahead and sell all of the extra stuff that we got that we don't want. So even just the stuff that we pulled off of the guards alone, we're gonna make 1,500 off of that. So not too bad. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is the honorable mention that I told you guys about earlier. Essentially, this is gonna be another house just like the one that we just went to, except you're not gonna be able to find as many valuable spawns in it like the last one. This one is mainly just going to be for the loot crates with all of the gear and the guns. And what we're going to be taking a look at is the Midnight Sapphire Villa Marta Monica garage key. Now, the location of that is going to be right over here. I'm going to ping it on the map. And this one is going to have some really high tier loot in it as well. The only problem is it's kind of a huge pain to get to because you can't really snipe the AI from super far away like we did earlier. You got to get super up close and personal with the guards, and it kind of takes a good bit of time to make your way over there. Do I think it's worth it? Personally, no. I think you're better off just going up here and doing the villa run over and over and over. If memory serves me correctly, the door will relock and the loot will respawn in about 15 to 20 minutes. So by the time you make your way, let's say you go to Hotel 1 and you go all the way back to base camp to depot everything and then come back. By the time you do that, this should be ready to run again. Or you can, you know, run this one, come down here to Tomahawk, turn everything in, and then you can make your way up to this one, run that one, come back to Tomahawk, and you can just keep running these back and forth because this one does take a little bit of time. And by the time you're done with it, the Lakeside Villa Louisa key is going to be ready to go again. So I'm going to make my way over to this one. I'm going to attempt to do it. I die a lot doing this one, so no promises, but I'm going to try and show you guys how to do this one as well. The first thing I do is make my way up to this little hill right here, and we're going to go ahead and snipe some of the guards, whichever ones that we can. Take care of them. If we look over here on this porch, there's usually 2 of them. So we got one right here. I know it's really hard to see. I apologize that it is nighttime. Once we snipe that one on the back deck and the one in the courtyard, we're going to make our way along the edge right here. And I'm telling you guys, please be very careful doing this. You will get bodied by the AI so easily. They're insane. So we want to be super careful right here because there's usually more than one guard in this area. I guess there's not this time. Someone's already killed that one. Okay, so we've made it to the back porch of this area. The first thing we're going to do is check this firearms box right here. You can find some decent weapon attachments, sometimes some good guns, things like that. And again, make sure you're looting the AI as you go. They can have good stuff. And then down here, there's going to be a military food transport crate. It looks like somebody is... Actually, they might be doing this run right now, honestly. So that's not entirely good. But I'm going to keep going. Maybe we'll run into them. Again, we're going to check right here. I'm going to miss my shots because I'm a scrub. Kill that guy. Check around the corner because I promise they will jump scare you. You just want to be super patient with the AI around here. These guys are nuts. Okay, we got a dead guard right here. There is an ammo box right here that we can check. BP 545, M61. Somebody's yelling. That guard just respawned. Take him out. Sounds like the guy that we're tailing is up in the main area of Midnight Sapphire. I'm gonna want to kill as many of those as we can. These guys around here usually body me, so be careful. There can be one out in the street over here. Usually there is, but not this time, it seems. There can be one against this wall. One standing right there. I can't see him because the lighting is terrible. There's one right here. Around the corner. Sometimes they do push you, but I like to try and shoot them over the fence if I can. Do not peek this guy because you can't hardly see him. I got lucky that time, but when you come around this way, you know, this fence kind of obstructs your view. I believe that is it. So once we've killed all of those, we're gonna loot, of course. I'm not gonna loot the ones at the back though. I'm gonna skip him. And we're gonna make our way through this gate, around here to the left. And we will unlock this door right here with something walking on the backside of this fence. Let's get inside. I think it's a guard, but never know. So we'll get inside here. We're going to have an ammo crate right here. We're going to have a military firearms crate, which is, you know, one of the best ones that you can find. And then a military gear crate. Again, another one of the best ones. So we'll start with the ammo box. Let's see what we get. M855A1, M856, and some more M855A1. So really good ammo here. I'm going to put that up my prison wallet. Also, we found some M61 in that ammo crate earlier. I don't know if I mentioned that. Next, we're going to do the military firearms crate. And as you can see, we got some insane stuff. We will take that. Two really, really good guns. Love that for us. That is awesome. Let's see if we can put some of these attachments on here. No, we can't do that. All right, so that paid off good. And then let's check the military gear crate. And boom, we got another Delta backpack, which I cannot take. So again, I recommend you don't bring the biggest backpack you have. If you have one of these, I probably wouldn't, because now I'm in a situation where I can't take this, unfortunately. Because the same size backpacks cannot go into the same size backpacks. I don't know. It's pretty dumb. I don't really like that, but whatever. So once you've looted that, to be honest with you, that's what I'm saying with the AI, man. They're crazy. I got extremely lucky right there. And just look at how many shots he ate. Look at that. That's insane. They're tanky, but they will one-tap you in a heartbeat. It's insane. So anyways, what I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, we're going to make our way through the house. Now, I have not ever seen anything super valuable in here, but I'm going to go ahead and check again. I've only looted this place like 3 or 4 times. But like I said, I've never found anything super expensive in here before. So yeah, nothing super crazy in here. Honestly, I would probably check it like maybe the first 5 times you come and do this place. After that, probably not really worth it at all. So there we go. I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. I don't want this to be super long. I'm going to try and trim this down as much as I possibly can. But that is an overview of 2 separate runs that you can do. Again, just to recap, we've got the Louisa key up here. And then down here, we've got the, I forget what it was called. Let's double check one more time. The Marta Monica garage key. Both of these are really good runs. I highly recommend that you do them. You can make a ton of money off of the valuables, and you can also stock up on the best gear in the game. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap up there. If you guys want to hit that subscribe button, that would really mean a lot. I've got a ton more of these loot run videos coming. I've been exploring the map, finding all the best places to loot. So if you're interested in that, feel free to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications, all that good stuff. I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. Anyways, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one.